Hello and welcome to MemoryMixer Design Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to create foldover cards using MemoryMixer. This is a great way to create a card to have on hand or to create a set and give as a gift. So to get started, we're going to start from scratch and we are going to use, let me just fold over. We're going to choose Portrait. And now we're just going to go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is each layout will actually create the front of a card. So for example, if I just wanted to use a photo card, I could drag a photo over and just size it to fit my page. And remember to grab the corners so you aren't skewing your photo. You can then position it how you want on your page. Okay, so that's an example of how you might create the front of a card with a photo. Now, we're going to come down here and we're going to insert a page. And we're just going to use a blank page. We'll say OK. And this time we're going to try using some background. So we're creating a different card here. So I'll just come up to my paper. And then I will pick a paper, and I think that will be a cute card. Now I could leave it how it is, or I could come and add some text like thank you. So let's just do that quick. So thank you. Say OK. Now maybe I'd like to use a different color and a different font. One thing to keep in mind is you have all of your shortcuts over here. So I'm just going to come over here and let's see what font. Now remember, MemoryMixer comes with 5 fonts, but you can use any of the fonts on your computer. So maybe we'll use this font. I'm just going to stretch my font box out so I can fit all the text onto one line. And now I want to match the color, so I'm going to pick another color. So maybe I'm going to go for a green. Now I can choose any other color on my page as well. So now maybe that's what I want to have done for the front of that card. As you go to print, you'll need to also create the back of your card. And so to do that, insert page before and a blank page. Now you can just leave that white, or you can add another background. I've opened another album here, so I can just give you a few ideas of things that you could do. I think it's really fun to use photos from places you've been, and that's what I've done here. I've just pulled out some of our photos and just created the front of this card. And note, I have my white layout just before, so that'll be the back of my card. Here's another photo. This one I've created a little different effect. I've used a photo box, added a white mat and a drop shadow, and then I gave credit to the person who took the photo. So another photo. And now here's the one we just created, but this time without text. That way, if I'm going to bundle it up and make a cute little gift to give to someone, wrap it with some ribbon. Now I created 2 of them because I wanted to print multiples on my page. This one here, similar technique as we just used, added the text, just changed it to white, but this one I also created a back that matched or coordinates with the card. Now let me show you how easy it is to print these. Let me close my titles tool drawer. I'm going to open Share Album, Print. Now whenever I print, the first thing I do is go into my page setup. And you only really need to do it once with an album, but I just double check to make sure. I've got all my images selected here because I'm going to use them all. Let me drag over my page setup. Now the default is 1, so I just go ahead and I change everything to 0. I'd already changed these, but if you change them to 0, then it will automatically use the default for your printer. So we'll just say OK. And then we come over to Advanced. Now, these are designed to fit an A2 envelope, or what is equivalent to an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half and then folded again to make the card. So the finished card size typically is 4.25 by 5.5, but most printers are not borderless, so we kind of adjust for that a little bit, and I'll show you how. So I'll come over here to our custom size. So a normal finished card would be 4.25 by 5.5. So we are just going to trim 1/4 inch off of each direction. So my width will be 4.25. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. The width will be 4.0 and the height will be 5.25. And then you'll want to crop the image to fit the area. Now nothing's showing up here because that's the back of my card, which is white. But if I come to here, it'll allow me to put 4 images on a page. So now you can see when I print, I'll have my back of my card, the front of my card. And then what I suggest you do is when you print them, fold the cards first and then trim them. So you'll be trimming off just this white border here, and of course you'll be trimming between them. But that way, if you fold your card first, then you will have a nice square card when you get it finished. Thank you for stopping by MemoryMixer Design Studio. We'll see you next time. Check our blog to see samples of the finished cards.